and welcome to our webinar. So this webinar is on how you can be prepared for Diwali sales or festive sales. So today we have Anubhav Mehta, who is a D2C marketing expert. So he heads the CRO and retention at A3 MediaCon. So Anubhav, can you give us introduction about yourself?
Yeah. Hi guys. So I'm Anubhav and I've been working in retention for close to almost 2 years now. And before that, I was doing my MBA from IIM Ranchi. And previously, before starting my own agency, I was working at Innovist. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it, but it's a pretty famous company and it's a house of brands of three brands: Bare Anatomy, Chemist at Play, and Sunscoop. Right. So there, Rohit Chawla gave me an opportunity to work there, and I had immense learning there. So, and then after with two of my partners, and after 1.5 years of working there, we decided that the kind of skills that we've learned, more brands would be we would be able to help more brands with those specific skill sets, right? And we also realized that in the market there are a lot of agencies which are not really truthful to the clients, right? So I think that is where we come in. We are completely transparent with our clients. We share all our weaknesses with them. We tell them that if something is not working and what we plan to do about it. So there's a lot of open dialogue that happens there, right? And we specialize in retention, performance marketing, and Amazon specifically, right? So that is pretty much about me. Ipshita, I think you can take it forward now.
Oh, thank you so much, Anubhav. So for today's webinar, I would like to say whenever you have any questions, you can put it in the Q&A box, or if you have to share anything, you can put it in the chat window as well. We would take up the questions at the end of the session, but you can keep putting in your questions as and when during the course of the session. All right, to start off, so we know India is a market where season sale is for about 4 whole months, and for most of the e-commerce brands, about 30% of their sales comes through these festive sales. So it is one of the most important time when you can generate revenue for the year. So, and that is why we have this webinar today, where we can help you maybe 2x your revenues during this season. So, Anubhav, do you want to share something about it?
Yeah, personally, I think, all brands, because India is a very price sensitive market, right? So ultimately, all brands have to resort to some sort of a sale, even though the discounting might not be huge, right? But, it should look and feel should be of a sale, right? So brands here, people who are thinking about, running sales, but are also scared about giving a lot of discount. So, the look and feel and the communication matters more than the actual discount, if you think about it. And, this we have tested with certain brands also. We maybe tested the discount as well. So sometimes giving the best discount is not the only option, right? How you communicate with your customer, how well are you understanding their problem? And if you're looking to genuinely solve the problem, then I think, majorly discount, is of course important in India, but it's not the only thing.
Well said, Anubhav. So for today's webinar, we will be splitting the session into 3 parts. So we'll be covering the pre-festive strategy, which would be focusing more on increasing brand awareness and creating the sale hype. And then we would go during the sale strategy, so wherein we'll be converting the traffic that we've generated before the sale. And then the next part would be post sale activities, wherein we'll be driving the best post purchase experience, how we can drive the best post purchase experience. So some of the most used channel in India are Instagram, WhatsApp, and email. So which is what we'll be covering in this session as well. So for WhatsApp specifically, how we can create the pre-sale buzz is, so typically when we have customers, we can segment them as loyal customers, the ones who need attention, and dead users. So for loyal customer, it is pretty explanative, so I need not give you an explanation. And for the ones who need attention, they are the ones who have had an experience with your brand but are not the regular customer. So they would have purchased something once and then you've lost contact with them. And dead users are new users or ones who have gone cold. So segmenting your customer segments into these buckets and then personalizing and targeting them before the sale with the right messaging is key to get them to convert during the sale. So so which is you can sorry, I forgot to share. So this is how you can do this in our dashboard. So we can help you segment customers based on these segments, and after which you can share your broadcast. So for the three segments, so as for your loyal customers, you can communicate with them before the sale saying you have the sale for this particular period. And these are the categories that you are having for the sale, and you can drive them conversationally on WhatsApp itself, engage with them, understand what they are looking for Diwali, and get that data instead of just sharing a campaign wherein you say you have a sale from this to this a date, and then you can, and this is the offers that you will be having. So instead, understanding what they are looking for is key. So that is something that you can do for your loyal customers, understand what they are looking for. And for the ones who need attention, what you can do is maybe send a campaign before the sale. So ask what they're looking for. Again, say if it's an fashion brand, so ask them if they're going to look for traditional or Indo-Western. So get that data, and maybe right before your season sale starts, you can send them another personalized campaign wherein you can say that these products are at like you have these offers for these particular products, and because you said you were interested in them, so you can go check them out on the website. So that when you have that personalized connect with them, it will be easier for you to get them to convert. So, and for dead users, you can introduce the brand because they are pretty new to your brand, so you can tell them who you are, and then this can be a simple campaign and that would drive them to your website. So as I had said earlier, so this is how you can have your conversational campaign. So you can capture the intent by asking questions with the help of these buttons. So you can give them options wherein they can say what they're looking for. This will generate higher engagement, and it will also help you turn out as a spammy brand because you know what they're looking for, and when you reach out to them with the right intent, it is better that it is easier to get conversion that way. So this was about how you can create buzz on WhatsApp. We can do similar things on Instagram as well. So for Instagram, you can create buzz by having gamification. So which is either by through your posts or through stories. So you can have some interactive contests, giveaways on your posts, which you can have as a post or through your story. So you can say, for example, if you have a word search for Diwali and say if you can find the word Diwali and you comment on the story. So whenever a user checks your story, finds the word Diwali and replies to your story, there would be an automated reply that would go to them, and post which you can add your discounts and then drive them to your website. So this way, when you engage with them on Instagram as well, you will be able to increase. So that way, if you engage, you will be able to reach more people, and that's how you can bring in more traffic to your website during the sale. So this is one key feature that I feel you should work on for getting higher traffic to your website before for the sale. So this was what we feel you can do for generating buzz before the sale. So Anubhav, do you have anything to share, as in what strategies they can use or what you have done in the past?
I think, generally during the pre-sale, right? I would generally not ask brands to send WhatsApps, right? Because Simple reason is that you want to limit the number of WhatsApps that you're sending to your customer, because you have to think about the whole ecosystem as a whole, right? So any given user at any given point of time is interacting with at least three to four D2C brands, right? And almost most of them have similar sales going on at similar amount of time, right? So you would ideally not want to spam the customer with too many messages, right? So you want to do pre-sale, right? Then you would ideally want to announce the sale when it's happening on the day, right? And then ideally one before the sale ends as well. So that is at least three to four messages that you're sending to your customers in a very short span. So ideally, what I would want you, and how we can maximize this is to let the customers know that, how we used to do at Innovestors. So we had a fixed week where we used to have sales, right? And we built that week over the months. So during the same week, we were having sales month on month on month. And we noticed that even before, we put up the sale, we noticed that the sales actually started going up somewhere around that date, right? Even without the discount. So, you inherently tell to the customers, that this is the amount of time that this brand goes on sale, and it goes on every month. So you create a pattern that, that your customers can remember. And I think that is the best pre-sale strategy that you can have, instead of ideally not sending a WhatsApp is what I recommend to brands, because there's no general goal there, right? You don't, how will they interact with the brand? Like, if the conversion is not the ultimate goal there, conversion by I mean order placed, then ideally limit the number of messages as much as you can, if the goal is not conversion, right? So less is more in my case. That is how you maximize pre-sale buzz.
All right. So moving on to strategies for what we can do during the sale. So one way that you can do is, once, say, you have had conversations with your customers on WhatsApp, maybe not as many during that time, limited to a few, and so you finally drive them to your website. So now what you can do is, you can have gamification pop-ups on your website. So this you can have as in so when a user lands on your website, maybe after a couple of seconds, or after the person has scrolled a percentage of your page, you can have this pop-up on your screen. So this by this you with the gamification pop up here, like for example, spin the wheel, so they'll be able to get additional discounts. So here the goal is not to drive addition give them the additional discount, but to help them drive conversion. So discount is just a part of it, but with this, what we have seen is it has improved 40% of conversion, and that too within 7 days. So this is something that we've observed during the season sale. So for our solution, so when you have a gamification pop up, and once the customer has played this game, and it would ask for the person's details, say phone number, name, email address. So once this is captured, we send out an campaign a message on WhatsApp, just like this one, so wherein they have the coupon code and the discount. So post which, so what happens is, when you target them instantly on WhatsApp, you stay in their mind, and it is also there, and this is also available on the website once they have given the details. So post which, say they haven't used the coupon, so you can take this, you use this data and retarget them during the sale period, so that they remembers, in case they've forgotten, they come back to your site and purchase. So that is one way that has helped. And the other one was during the sale itself, when they're on your website and they're looking for products. What happens is, sometimes they look for products and then they drop off and then they go. So how you can do is, so typically when this happens, when users drop off from the website, it is mostly once people target them only after abandoned cart. So here we have this storefront events. So we track their activity on the website. So this is for logged in users. So in case case the user is not logged in, and but they have played the gamification previously that I'd shown. So we capture that data. So once, even if those users view something on your website and then drop off, we would be able to recapture them and send them this retargeting. So which again helps from, which would again push them to conversion. So this, and for abandoned cart recoveries, which we all of us would be having for our brand. So one thing that we miss out, sometimes we miss out on the basic things, we miss out on having an image, we miss out on personalizing. It would just be a very generic abandoned cart message. So sometimes what happens is that it is not very engaging, people miss out. So some of what we've learned from some of our customers is that they add a image, they add a video, or one of our customer has a video of their founder. So it has actually, improved engagement, and it adds a personal touch to it, and it has helped drive conversion. Plus what we have is these buttons wherein you can conversationally talk and then complete the purchase and or drive them to your website. So that is also one thing, instead of just sending them a generic message, having these buttons has also been very helpful. And again, so for abandoned cart, we have these automation journeys, so that instead of limiting ourselves to just WhatsApp, you can build these automation journeys wherein you can retarget them on multiple channels and with a certain delay. So here we have a message going out after 5 minutes on WhatsApp, and then here it is 5 minutes, but you can do it as per your wish that the next message goes on email. So you keep reminding them that they have abandoned their cart, and which they can recover within the festive sale to get the best deals. So
Yeah. Also, I think like it is really important to have a multi-channel approach rather than just using WhatsApp, because I've interacted with brands who believe that, just having a WhatsApp channel would be good enough for them. But I've noticed that in some brands, that WhatsApp does not perform as well as email, or in some brands, SMSs are performing very well compared to WhatsApp, right? So I think it is very important to have a multi-channel approach, and you figure out what channel works best for you and then go hard on it.
correct. And so the other things that we have seen is when brands have COD, people place the order as COD, but sometimes may not receive it. So then that becomes a huge loss for the brand. So which you can minimize these RTOs with the help of these QRBs, again, these buttons as well. So when a customer places an order and says he wants to do it, or he wants to pay it once the product is delivered. So when the customer chooses COD as an option, we can ask the customer again if they've actually chosen COD, or if they want to switch to a prepaid channel, prepaid payment. So that way you can get the confirmation from the customer, and also you can reduce CODs and push them to prepaid orders by giving them a discount. So that has also helped us here. So this is something that we use for our customers. And again, sending them reminders before the sale ends has also helped drive bring in more conversion. So that's one thing.
Yeah, and at the ending message, what I recommend is, it's very interesting that the new feature in WhatsApp is that in a 24-hour window, you can have any, you can send as many messages as you want to one user, and it will charge only for one message, right? So suppose you send a message 24 hours before the sale ends, you can then retarget the same customers who have probably read or even clicked on your message but have not purchased. So then you retarget those specific customers, and maybe give them a higher discount, or just remind them again to purchase, telling them that only 2-3 hours are left. And I've seen that that also works very well for brands.
Moving on to post sale process. So once the sale is done, we can continue the engagement or the connection with the customer by sending them, which we will be doing, which is one way is by sending them shipping updates. So here again, shipping updates, the message is just generally has the tracking link and the name, the status of it. So instead we can, improvise it by adding the product image, personalizing it with the customer's name and the product they purchased, and telling them when they'll receive the product. So that has also enhanced, the customer experience for the particular brand. So that is one thing that has helped. And post sale, you can also collect reviews from your customer on WhatsApp itself instead of driving them to the review website. So again, with the help of conversational buttons, we can again ask them for review rating, and which then, so this review that gets collected here would then be reflected on the website. So it not just does not stay on WhatsApp, it does get updated on the website with the help of certain integrations. And the post sale process again is upselling and cross selling. So if your customer has purchased maybe a bangle, then you can upsell them with a necklace. So that again, personalizing it with images and making it more interactive uh, can help the experience and the conversion rate for the upsell and cross sell journey. And for certain users who have missed the sale, you can also send them another message saying, for certain customers, that the sale has been extended and they can avail the deals that was previously there, or maybe increase the discount as per the brand. So that way you can again, even though it is the sale has ended for the majority of audience, you can drive a certain section of your audience to conversion with this strategy. So this was all about how you can, a few strategies that you can utilize for your post sale, during sale, and the pre sale brand awareness. So Anubhav, do you want to add anything here?
I think this sale extension thing could also be clubbed with your last sale message as well. I was saying 24-hour wala thing. So here you can also, because you have to create that urgency with the user. You need to tell them, that the sale, we're just extending it only for you. So you can just do it for people who have maybe clicked on your message but have not purchased, right? So it is that kind of segmenting that will actually get you good results and will not lead to a lot of burn on your end, because just campaigning and broadcasting WhatsApps is not going to help unless you segment and really understand what do the users actually want, and the what are the key areas where you need to target them, and what is the timing of that, which is actually very important, right? So this, along with your regular journeys of abandoned cart and repeat journeys as well. So those, all of this you have to keep in mind while setting up your Diwali campaigns. That is important, that you don't actually send customers too many messages. So ideally we would recommend that you do not send more than 3 to 4 messages in a month, right? And this is just campaign. For automations in general, I think if someone has received a campaign message, you would can ideally not send them in an automated journey. So I think those features are also available in Big if you guys want to enable those. So in like 24 hours max, I think 1 to 2 messages should go in a campaign level, and automation journeys combined.
All right. So moving on to the next, this is a little about Big. So before we move on, I think there is one question. So yes, Samyukta will be sharing the presentation with you over email. And to give you a little about, to tell you a little about Big, so we are an all-in-one automation platform. So we have solutions that help you with marketing, automation, and customer support. So within marketing, you can send multi-channel broadcasts, set up gamification on your website, and we also have click-through WhatsApp ads. So that is, you can run ads on your Facebook or Instagram and then drive them to your WhatsApp, and then conversationally drive them to purchase. So this is also something that we provide. And within automation, we have WhatsApp and Instagram automation. And for customer support, we have an inbox, omni-channel inbox, where you can manage all of your communications, that is on WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, or mail on a single platform. So this would help you, not use multiple solutions, softwares to handle the customer queries. You can do it in a single platform. Plus, we have advanced analytics, so wherein you will be able to track each and every in-depth metric. So, for example, if you're sending, if you have an automation journey set, you can actually see the performance of each and every step of the journey, rather than just seeing the overall percentage as to how it works. So that is all about what we provide. So if you have any questions, we'll take it up. You can add it in the Q&A box.